Welcome, Mike.
Thank you very much for having me, Vivienne.
It's a pleasure, pleasure. And I know that your passion for pure hair extensions is extraordinary. So I'm thrilled to dig into your mind.
Well, thank you. I'm here to give you all I can.
Great.
But I wanted to say it's an honor to be here with you today. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. So let's dig right in, shall we? Tell me about the philosophy of pure.
Well, I came to this business originally and I noticed how much waste was going on, especially with the hair extensions. You walk into a beauty supply store or you go into a trade show floor and what do you see? You see plastic everywhere. And I saw glue-in systems that were incredibly damaging, and after 4 months the system would be in, or 5 months, they'd take the hair out, they'd throw it on the floor, they'd sweep it away, and they'd have to start over again.
Yes.
I knew there had to be a better way, and once I saw a different application system which was longer lasting, less damaging, non-damaging, and then I took away the packaging, the light bulb just kind of went off, and I found a better system. So Pure is really about an eco-friendly alternative for the hair extension community, because we don't use any packaging. There's no plastics used in any of our manufacturing. The hair is completely reusable. It can be used 2 to 3 times as long as traditional extension systems. And if we can take away the tangling problems, because we do open our bond and readjust it over time.
I just think it's genius that you've come up with something where you can reuse, and I just want to say thank you, because I just think that's a gift to our business. I think it's a gift to our world, and I just love the integrity in where you come from, because I believe that when we have a message that we can convey to the consumer in this way, it's so powerful. So thank you.
You're welcome.
It's really good news. So let's talk about for the salon. We've got many people watching this show who have never delved into the world of hair extensions. What would you say would be their baby step to get started?
We have different ways to get involved. The big step is to do the certification program, to take a class in a major city near you. There's also going to be an online certification program, which we're working with you on. There's also, we're getting ready to introduce what we're going to be calling a radical pack, which is going to be essentially a starter kit where somebody can get involved and get some of the radical colors, which are the reds, the blues, the pinks and yellows and such as that, the primary colors, and get that into their hands and they can start creating. Because I believe that the stylists are really the artists here, and if I can get something into their hands and give them more of a palette to work with, that they can just create off of that. And some of the amazing artists that I've seen in some of the work, it just blows me away.
Well, I know that stylists can make an extraordinary amount of money working with hair extensions, and for those of you who have never worked in this world before, think about it this way: increasing your artistry, giving your clients something that they've always yearned for, thicker, fuller hair or longer hair. But now let's take a look just at the financial model here, which some of us, we get so wrapped up in the art, we forget about, oh my goodness, we love it so much that it's not a hobby. How do we make money?
How do we make money, yeah. Well, a typical full head application, here in the United States, the stylist is going to charge anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500. So you can easily add that up. If you were to do 2 per month, that's an additional $3,000 a month. That's an additional $36,000 per year. Not a bad raise. You're only taking about 2 hours out of your schedule for each of those applications. So that's 4 hours a month to make an additional $36,000 a year. Let's talk about somebody just doing 1 head application per week. Let's add those numbers up. If you're anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500 per application, that's let's see, $6,000 per month. That's $72,000 per year. That's a pretty significant amount of money. Not only that, but also the clients are not only getting the original application, but because of the way the system has been developed, they're going to be coming back every 5 to 6 weeks, and you're going to have them in your chair again. You're going to open the bond, you take out the shedding, but that's more revenue dollars for you. They come back in, you can redo their roots. There's other services to add on at that point. So you're going to have your client in your chair about once every 6 weeks. That's pretty powerful.
Yes, absolutely. Well, let's take a moment and look at the wonderful world of pure hair extensions.
Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Américaine. Est-ce que tu m'aimes? me suis? Qu'est-ce que tu fais?
Welcome back. So Mike, how does a salon become qualified and get certified?
You can take a class locally when we hold classes, or we can do in-salon trainings. Or another wonderful thing that you're helping us with is online certification. And this is one that's really close to my heart because it reduces carbon emissions in the atmosphere. If you're able to just go home and take your class on your computer and send in your photos of your certification, I think it's a wonderful alternative for the stylist.
And what else do you offer the salon in terms of support?
We're told all the time that stylists, they tell us that they're bad salespeople. So we put things in front of the clients, lookbooks, brochures. We even use digital photo frames for before and after pictures to really make the clients ask questions. Hey, what's that? What can that do for me? You know, I've thought about hair extensions before, but I never thought it would be good for me. There's so many different options for people with extensions. One client that stylists don't generally think about is an older woman, who naturally her hair has become thinner and shorter over time. This is somebody who you can take and do a full head application, and in an hour and 45 minutes they can feel and look younger.
And really, you know, as an artist, I think it's very unusual for me when I think back over my career to think of the clients who were comfortable in their skin and who didn't want something more. So let's change gear a little bit. You are very passionate about giving back. So tell me about the foundations that you support.
Well, one of the ways that we support is there's a company called Matter of Trust. Matter of Trust is a company that collects all used hair. Now this is the hair that you as a stylist would probably think it's completely worthless. You've taken it out of a head of extensions after a year, the hair is trashed, and it's really no good for anything. You just want to sweep it up and throw away. Well, this company takes that hair, human hair and animal hair actually, and they turn it into these mats that soak up oil spills.
Wow.
It is an amazing use. I mean, we keep recycling. Obviously, we're recycling it one time because we're taking it off somebody else's head, and then we're recycling it again and using it for the next purpose that we can find. And we're constantly looking for other ways to use the hair in other products and other services because, you know, we've got all that hair sitting there. We can do something with it. It's not biodegradable. It's not going anywhere. We're also working with City of Hope in Los Angeles. City of Hope is an amazing organization that is a cancer hospital, and they not only treat the body, but they also treat the soul, and that's part of their motto. And that's something that's very close to me and to the people that are around me. So we're really trying to reach out to local community organizations, charitable foundations, and give back once we have the funds to do that. We also want to, in the future, work on having scholarships available for underprivileged stylists who want to get into the business but just don't have the money to be able to do it.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, thank you for all that you're doing, and I'm very inspired and very impressed with your vision and what you're doing. And I encourage you to join this wonderful family at Pure because they're doing some extraordinary things. I think it's a wonderful, wonderful product to include in your repertoire of skills and make a difference in your lives creatively and financially, and more important, make your clients' dreams come true. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks, Mike, for being with us today.
Thank you, Vivienne.